Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention in this cold day here in the lake. This is our last week here in Canada before we go south and warm up our bones. But I want to give you the flavor of the north when it's freezing for a very specific theme, because it's a heating theme, and sometimes when it's not placed right, we can get burned. And the theme is ambition and the difference between inspiration and motivation rather than ambition. We may start by going deeper and say, what is the result of ambition? And there are two factors that we need to consider. Number one is pain. Pain, as I am treating it here, as those denied emotions that are screaming there in the back and say, why you don't let me out? Why you are not expressing me? Why you are following the masses and not giving me the chance to explore something new and something that is perhaps look like a fool? That is most innate pain, is the suppression of our own heart. It can be then manifested consciously or unconsciously. If it's unconsciously, you just feel the sense of rejection, or you project that, oh, others are rejecting me, I'm not being liked, you just have a sense that you are not good enough. And that pain can also be conscious, and that in that consciousness you become extremely needy if you want others to fulfill or pacify that pain. And that it becomes a career for you, right? You want to have the sense of belonging, you want to perform, you want to control, you want to get the attention, you just get needy. And the second factor is that the ego, or the sense of identification, comes into play and make friends with the pain and say, why we don't get together and we form an alliance. Ego here defined as a way of me, I, myself, my pain, my goods, my actions, my image, my display of goodness, etc. The me, I, myself. So between these two, the pain and the ego form that alliance. And this is a very political thing, because in that alliance, then the pain is it wants to get out and the ego wants to put a brake on it. Then there is a conscious unfulfillment, and there is a sense of thirst for something to fill up that void of not being satisfied, of not being full. So these two need energy, and the only energy you have is your vital energy. And one of the vital energies that we do have, that our heart has, is the ability to create, the ability to follow some kind of inspiration. And for that, we like to do things. We are doers. We are a race that likes to fulfill ourselves through certain actions. Of course, if it's identifying or it becomes the ego wants to use that energy of the doer, then you start getting into the ambition, into the control, where you will do anything to get what you want and do what you want. So under that formula, you are going to burn out. Under that approach, you are not going to be a kind, heart-directed person. So instead, we need to contemplate and see what really is inner motivation, that inner willingness to do something that, and here comes the trick, that you are not interested in the outcome, where you are not interested in the fruits of your actions. This is basically one of the teachings of karma yoga, where you are just doing service and you are not interested to who and what are the results. You're not interested of being recognized. You're not interested to be acknowledged. You just need that action that is void of that identification and void of that pursuing something to prove to others of your security and your value. So this is a very subtle distinction, because we are trained from childhood to say, oh, if you do something good, here's the candy. If you are doing good in school, or you have good grades, or you have bad grades. So we are kind of trained to be identified with the action and with the ambition. And society recognizes that the more we have titles and money and connections and so on, we are a good person and we are valued for that. But here is the thing. In these precise moments of our evolution, ambition can burn our heart, our human heart, that is so delicate and sensitive, like deers. We have some deers in the close to home, and they are so careful. They're just, anything can be disturbing them, and they can jump and run. Same thing with our heart. Our heart is a delicate thing that only acts through love, only protects you if your actions are devoid of expectations and are coming from your heart, coming from love, coming from compassion. And what that looks like, number one, is not about acting towards others. Yes, it have an element of being kind to others and be the best of you to others, but mostly is to respond to those messages of your heart and not to deny them. That is true love and true fraternity, through compassion, that you can involve those parts of you that perhaps are a little bit threatening, annoying, or new, or something that you're not used to it. So we can turn the ambition, the control, the suppression, the will, the slavery over your heart by just considering, number one, your pain. Don't accumulate pain. Obey what you know now. Act on your higher good. Maintain the frequency high. Be positive. Number two, don't do things only for you. Just me, I, myself. Consider others. Others are in worse situation than you most of the time. And we think, oh my God, it's me, my feelings, my mind, what I should do. Think about others. Just get out of your little house and see the world in a bigger, expanded way. In that combination, everything that is unconscious and pain can come forward and sustain your inspiration. So turning ambition into inspiration is a must to start your day, every month, every year. Thank you so much for sitting with me, and I will see you unfroze in our next lesson. Namaste.